right, welcome back. The KPRC2 Community Blood Drive is back this week, and we are working alongside the Gulf Coast Regional Blood Center to coordinate blood drives all across the area to help the critical need for blood donations. This morning, we're here with Cameron Palmer from Gulf Coast Regional Blood Center to learn more about this. It's super important. We want to have this conversation, especially during this time. Thank you, Cameron, for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about the community need for donations, especially this summer and especially after the storm.
Absolutely. Well, with the storm, we had our donor centers. We had a couple of donor centers that had to close for a couple of days because they didn't have power. We had to cancel a lot of our blood drives that were going on throughout the city. And this really, hinders our blood supply because it's those units that we were unable to collect, that weren't able to go onto the shelves, that weren't able to go out to the hospitals. So it's extremely important. We have businesses that host blood drives and our community that actually comes out and donates blood.
Yeah, that's huge. That's so important. Talk about the need for blood itself, right? Because there's so many patients in the Houston area. We have the biggest cancer center. Also, people that are getting cancer treatments, they're also in need of the donations. Talk about our city in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we cater to the largest medical center in the world, the Texas Medical Center, where people from not only our community, but from all over the world that comes for treatment here. And every day we need about 1,000 blood units just to maintain like a 1 day at the Texas Medical. Just a 1 day. Every day we need 1,000 donations to cater to the medical center. Yeah. That's a lot of blood that's always coming into the medical center. And it goes for different types of treatments, for cancer patients, for women hemorrhaging during labor, for trauma patients, surgeries. There's so many reasons why people need blood, and it's an ongoing thing. Every day this is happening, whether it's rain, shine, hurricanes, freezes. I'm trying to think of some other crazy things.
The need
never ends, and we need our community to come out, donate blood, because you never know when a friend or loved one might need blood.
Yeah, or you might need
or you might need blood.
Yeah, God forbid. If folks are watching, if you've got some first timers and maybe they're nervous, I have donated. I have my app here. 3 lifetime donations. I'm very excited about that. And we're going to talk about the app in just a second. But if folks are watching and they're like, I would like to give, I'm kind of nervous though about the process. So tell us about the process. When you go into the bus, to the coach, what is it like? And I will say they're very nice. They're amazing. So tell us about the process.
Sure. Well, I always tell, if you're a little nervous, always bring a friend. It's always fun to donate with a buddy. But the process is very simple. Make sure you bring your ID, you get a good breakfast, and you drink plenty of water and a good night's rest. We want to make sure that you're prepared and healthy for your donation. And when you get to one of our donor centers or one of our mobile drives, you'll check in with our phlebotomist, and they'll take you through a little health screening and some eligibility questions just to make sure that you are well and safe for your donation and healthy, because we want to have healthy donors.
Yes.
After that, we'll escort you to our donor chair where our phlebotomists are really well trained, and they can answer any of your questions about the donation, and they will prep the area and you'll make your donation. Yeah. And just know, when you donate, you are saving lives in our community. You're directly saving lives in our community, because all the blood that we collect goes into our community.
I know. I love that.
And then after that, we have snacks and cookies, and you can get your T-shirt and everything. we always have some sort of promotion item that we're giving away. Yeah. We have snacks, so we want to make sure that you're comfortable and that you're definitely full after you're done too.
When I donated back in February, the phlebotomists, they were so sweet and they were so fun. They made me laugh the whole time, but they told me that there was a need for plasma as well, and so I ended up donating plasma, which that was a different process, but it was still fine. It was totally great. They made me comfortable. Talk about the difference between just donating blood and donating plasma. Plasma is a little bit longer.
It is. Right? So there's different types of donation. So when we say like a typical blood donation, it's usually like a whole blood donation. And that takes about an hour from start to finish, but just the donation itself is only about 10 minutes. So the whole blood donation is a very quick process, and it actually has all 3 of the components. It has your platelets, your plasma, and your red blood cells in it. Now what you did a plasma donation, so you were hooked up to the apheresis machine, and they were actually able to extract the plasma from your blood, and then they put everything back into you.
Yeah.
And with some saline solution to hydrate you, and it does take a little bit longer, but we are able to get more out of the donation.
It was fun because it would beep and go, okay, here comes the the IV, and then and like, okay,
make
here
sure
comes
you squeeze.
the plasma. Make sure you squeeze. Yeah, it ended up being a lot of fun. And so you also can sign up for the app, which I thought was really cool because it breaks down your blood type, when you donated, when you're next available to donate, and donor rewards, because you do get rewards for, helping to give back. So talk about the app. I mean, I think that's awesome.
Well, the app is great. It's a great way to, like you said, show, your donation, any sort of testing that we do. If we do your blood type, we have your weight on there. So it's a little way to kind of see your health history as you donate blood. It also shows your eligibility. And you can also answer a lot of your eligibility questions on the app as well. And that's one way to kind of speed up the process of your donation. So if you come in, it's like, oh, I only have an hour, make sure you go on the app, fill out the digital donor eligibility questions, and you're able to actually speed up the process. So the app is a really cool little tool. You can also see any of your points that you've accumulated throughout your donations, which you can redeem for some gift cards.
Yes,
so if you do donate, that's really cool.
can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that part. Okay, we have a blood drive coming up. There's 3 locations, and one of them will be here. So let's talk about the blood drive that is coming up.
Well, we will be here bright and early at KPRC studio. So we'll be right out front. We're going to have a coach right outside. It's from 6 to 3. We will be out here all morning, afternoon. So if you have some time, if you have at least an hour out of your time, come on down and donate blood, because our community really needs it. Especially as we go into the summer after these, crazy storms that we had. Our community really does need it. So if you just have some time, come on out, donate blood, save some lives, and say hi. I'll be out there as well.
Yeah, we'll be here. And if people cannot make it on Thursday, where can they still donate?
If they can't make it out on Thursday, we have 14 neighborhood donor centers in the greater Houston area and mobile drives all throughout the city. So just go to our website at giveblood.org and you can find a location near you.
Perfect. And I love getting the little text messages when your blood
the text
is headed.
messages, that's a great little feature.
That's the best feeling
I love
ever.
that. You get a little text message whenever, your blood is on the way to someone. It'll say like, your blood is on the way to help someone in need. And I love that. That's probably my favorite part of donating blood.
My most favorite. Thank you so much. Cameron Palmer with the Gulf Coast Regional Blood Center. Give blood if you can. We really need it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.